done by the smallest of margins. It takes teamwork, it takes consistency, and it takes focus. Jack is just 12 points behind taking the championship lead, and Dean is chasing him hard after that TT success. Andrew Owen is back to full fitness and is chasing Tommy, who's chasing race wins and podiums. This is round 5, and this is Beyond the Blade.
Yeah, you're getting stuck in.
Sorry, I recognise your voice.
Hi, love you, alright? Sounds a bit more normal, my accent.
You're losing a bit of northern.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Doesn't he sound more northern than I sound?
If I'm more northern, he's a lager shandy drinker.
Yeah, what would you like it to?
Please.
What multitask?
Oh, can I have the chocolate cone, please?
Oh, I can tell he's not been. Chocolate corn, isn't it? I'm only here till I'm away next Monday. I've got to go to Leeds next Monday night.
Yeah.
Got some stuff to do there Tuesday. And then Wednesday morning, then I'll go Wednesday night, I'll probably go to Snap. So I've only got a week off.
Right, no.
But I've got a lot of stuff to sort this week. Got to sort the few bits and pieces out this week. But having a few days of it's quite nice.
We fly to Leeds.
No, I'm going to go with my motor on Monday.
Yeah.
And then I've got to start Wednesday anyway, so it won't be too bad. I never got time for TT Blues. I had one weekend off and it just all rolled into the next one, so no, don't have any time for that. All the other rounds have been there or thereabouts, sort of top 6, sort of basically showing that we're not wasting sort of tyres and fuel, which is nice, or a good thing to do. This weekend started well this morning. This FP2 didn't quite go to plan, had a couple of little technical problems, but that's just racing sometimes. Now I need to just put that behind us and then get ready for qualifying tomorrow.
The roads was a great success, but the short circuits are quite different, and I think we've got some work to do, understanding the rider, etc. Because coming in a bit later to work with Dean. Bike goes well here. We started strong in FP1. Dry race, I think we can be challenging. Be disappointed if we're not on the podium.
Yeah, great memories here from last year. Like you say, we won the championship here at the end of the year. We got the double win, and also in the middle of the year here, because we come here twice, we got the double win as well. So the memories and the feelings are great from here. And if we can have anything like the weekends we have had here in the past, I'll be very happy. We'll just have to see how it goes.
The weather. I mean, it rained before the session, immediately before the session, the bike stepped for dry. A good amount of minutes thinking it was not going to amount to anything, and it was just a bit of mental rain. And then it started to more and more, and the clock was getting shorter and shorter.
We don't have a lot of preload take off, do we?
No, we're a mill off. So that's exactly the same bike that you had in the wet, that first race. Leading up to a race like that, I think when the weather is changing all the time, leading up to a race, it is a really tense situation, you know, for everybody in the team, because there is no correct decision. If it was a simple correct decision, like it was absolutely lash it down, we say, right, okay, no problem, wet setting, put everything in, we're good to go. But when you look at the forecast, and the forecast is showing that the weather's going to improve, do you roll out on inters and hope that by the time we've got to the grid, everything's stopped and it's going to get better? When it's a gamble, it's really difficult, because especially when you say we're going for a championship, you need to be making the right calls.
It's going to be a messy race. Just do what we can do, mate. See you in a minute.
That's the only reason you couldn't ride it.
Disaster.
Isn't it? A bit wide, maybe?
No,
Wade?
I don't think so.
Conditions were awful, buddy. Yeah.
You're all right though.
Yeah, I'm just pissed off.
Yeah, that's all right.
You didn't do any damage, anything, did you? Leather's nothing.
The airbag went off. What's the letters like the back of them?
No, right.
Yeah, a little bit scuffed, but not so bad.
White's bad.
Yeah, but the back, yeah.
I've seen on the telly going,
Yeah.
I thought it was going to hit me. I was like,
It went hard and then flipped, and I've overlaid data now after we've finished the race, and I've had a look at what's happened, and basically you look at it and you think he's done nothing any different. Everything looks exactly the same, but when you actually start to really dive into the data, we was traveling 2.5k faster into the turn and half a bar more brake pressure. So I think that just goes to show that what Jack was doing the lap before was literally on the limit. So to go that little bit more was just too much.
Pretty big, aren't they? Do you see them? Some little nephews, like the 3rd generation. There's my dad, us, and Graham's little boy has started riding mini motos. And this is a little Honda suit that I got him made. Supposed to ride the motocross bike today, but it's still dirty from last time I rode it. So that's today's job. That goes on like that. That goes in like that. That goes boom, 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 boom. The mechanics will be calling me weak. Are you impressed with that? Remember to pump up your brakes. I've even impressed the cameraman. Impressed myself. That was way easier than what I thought it was going to be. I'm looking forward to Brands, but when you look at the weather forecast, it looks a little bit hit and miss, to tell you the truth. As the super sport guys would say, super sport showers they call them, and there does seem to be a few of them in the
success. That's it. That's all I'm interested in. That's all I'm focused on. I speak with Harv from Honda a lot. I appreciate sometimes my absolute desire, my focus, my everything to win. It can make me a difficult character sometimes because I'm just so passionate. I train all day, every day, 6-7 days a week sometimes, and it's just to win. Honda know that, that's why they employ me. I'm as disciplined as ever, and we will get it right for sure. That's what I'm expecting, and that's what Honda expect, and rightly so.
I'd never crash like this, you know. My brain just can't compute going slow.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I'm honest, that's the truth.
Yeah.
My brain can't go, Tom, just let him go.
Describing Brands Hatch to anyone that's never ridden around here, I instantly think back to the first ever track day I done here back in 2013, and it's like a roller coaster on a motorbike. It's fantastic, it's fast, it flows, and there's not a chicane in sight. So it's maybe a little bit like the TT for BSB because it's really one of the only tracks that doesn't have a chicane.
You want to win races, don't you? So the highlights, of course, always when you're on the podium. When you're winning races, battling through, you know, taking those positions away, those are the highlights. You know, look how sometimes we feel deflated when we aren't where we know we're capable of being.
You know, it's like you don't go from 10th to 1st, but we can make steps in the right direction. And that's where I want to stay calm, I want to stay realistic. And if I win them little mini goals inside my head and not such a high objective, then you're not always disappointed. From going from say 8th to 5th is a little mini win. So let's try to keep moving forwards, take them little mini wins. And the goal is honestly to be back on the podium and fighting with the front guys. Yeah, of course the team's disappointed because I really wrecked the bike. It was probably a disappointing weekend, but I look at it and I think to myself, I was back much closer to where I have been. Do you know, like, I knew that. Do you know, like, I didn't leave disappointed. Like, even I sent a text message to my mechanics, to Johnny, Spider, Simon and Dan, and I just said, you know, we're fast. Do you know, like, the speed's coming back again. Let's not dwell on the crash. Let's look at the positives. And that is the positive, is that the speed's there again. The consistency is getting much closer. And I do feel like I'm starting to become at one with the bike again. I trust it, let it move, and yeah, the good times are coming back.
Almost the perfect weekend to show the unpredictability, the excitement and the changeable conditions of British Superbikes. In the dry, it looked pretty plain sailing, but then Mother Nature threw in a curveball. We had showers just before British Supersport Race 1 and Race 2, which meant the team had to work together to work out and find the best setting. Jack was leading the way, but just made a small error, just a few kilometres too quick, lost the front and out of the lead. In British Superbikes, Tommy and Andrew are working well with their team. They're chipping away, they're improving lap times, they're feeling more comfortable with that Fireblade, but they are pushing the margins. They are on the limit, and that can be the difference between winning and losing.